this is Spiderus Prime, and today, instead of doing a toy review, we're gonna do something a little bit different for once. This is a discussion I've been thinking about it since yesterday, but there's a little problem going on. Again, the problem is, since we have the War for Cybertron trilogy, now that Kingdom is out, I haven't go to the stores yet to get Kingdom figures. So for the thing, yes, there's rumors that there's gonna be leftovers left in Kingdom. And the War of Cybertron trilogy as a whole in 2022. That's the rumor. But for now, this is BS discussion. And the discussion is, you probably see them in the background. This is a Commander class toy. This is the second biggest Transformer you can get on stores, next to the Titans, which is really interesting. Now, besides them, again, in the War for Cybertron, again in the previous trilogy, we got these things. These are combiners made out of Vultures and Deluxes during that time period. But there was a problem with time when War for Cybertron trilogy, during the siege, when the Commander classes were introduced. They're roughly the same size. Yes, these two are roughly the same size. As you can probably see. Look. Superion is roughly the same size as Jetfire. But that's what I'm going to talk about today. Get Jetfire. Combiners shouldn't be roughly the same size as a Commander class toy. But, let's be honest, these things were made back when there were height differences. Look, the original, again, matter of fact, these were the primary surfaces of the combining. People love them, but there's problems. Number one, the fifth member is somebody new instead of somebody familiar, which you get someone familiar, which costs overpricing. Yep. These things, they're not good as guns. They're not good. Again, the Power Primes, they made them as armor. They're not even good as armor. Again, I know they tried to make it, but they're not guns or hands. They're pretty good as hands or feet. That's all they're good at. Again, I know the Vultures have gun weapons, but still, they need to get their standard weapons. That's the problems. Again, the combiner technology is perfectly fine. But there's a bigger problem. Devastator and Predaking, the two non-Scramble City sets, the problem is that they are Titans. That doesn't make sense. Okay, they being Titans is not Good. Okay. They're not supposed to be Titans. They're supposed to be Combiner scale. I get it, because theirs has to be in scale with Omega Supreme. And Predaking has to be scaled with Skylinks. But let's be honest. They're Combiners. They're not supposed to be in scale with the... Again, Omega Supreme, Data Center makes a little bit of sense, but Predaking and Skylinks a little bit, but doesn't matter. That is the problem. Again, over the collection, we got new versions of characters that look like the character. Look, Grapple looks like Grapple. Sideswipe looks like Sideswipe in Cybertronian mode, but who cares? There's rumors there's gonna be an Earth mode Sideswipe. Hey, even Megatron, with some liberties, look like Megatron. And yes, I'm gonna review this version of Megatron soon, but yeah. The problem is these guys should not be smaller than a Titan, but roughly the same height as a Commander class toy. And this was, I'm gonna say, is gonna be a proposal. The proposal is make the Combiner figures have their own side class. That's all they want to do. Instead of make them as different from the Combiners. Make them as the second biggest Transformers class ever. That way, Superion should be bigger than Jetfire. That's all we need. They're roughly the same height. They'll not be the same height as a Titan. So, yeah, if you want to have Superion be big and massive next to Jetfire, you can do that. You can have him neck to neck with Omega Supreme, and he'd still be small in scale. So, what you gonna do with the Combiners? Again, the first one I gotta do is Devastator, because everybody knows that Devastator shouldn't be a Titan. And I believe someone said that they actually want the Constructicons to be non-combining versions. But here's the thing. If you can do that, make them look like this. But there's a but. There's a shell. A combining shell. If you want to... Huh? What? Combining shell? How does that work? Easy. The arms are your standard arms. It can do that. It can have combiner technology, but it can also transform into mini vehicles. Same thing with the torso. It can transform into a mini vehicle. And the legs turn into mini vehicles. So yeah, use the combination of the combining technology and the blankanizer technology. Your weaponizers, your rumor eagerizers, your modulators, and your weaponizers, and you merge those two technologies together to create the combining. That way, you can have your Constructicons look like deluxe size figures that are posable. Then you can combine them, put them in the shell, in the clamp. Then, as they're transformed, they can merge to form Devastator. That's much easier. than doing. And plus, makes Devastator a little bit smaller than Omega Supreme. But yeah. For the Aerobots, for Devastator, that's be perfectly because long hooks should be bigger deluxes because of that reasons. So they can combine. However, you can retool that to fit Forgers. So you can have this guy. You can have the again. You could use Supremion. You can make Array still be a not Array, still being a Forger, and you can do that. Again, for the Predacons, that you can actually do that too with them. Yes, again, for scale-wise, you can still do that for them. But yeah, you can do them as a special get box set. Again, for Generation Selects, you can do the repaints. You can do the G2 Devastator, the G2 Superior, the G2 versions. Again, even the Terracons and Technobots get this deal. One question. Does it, if they have their own technology, and the Constructicons and Aerobots and the other combiners have that technology, does it work on regular Transformers? The answer is yes, it can. Yep, you can finally make Sideswipe as a combiner. You can finally do that Megatron combiner that you want to do. Hey, you can do a proper Starscream combiner. Yeah, it's compatible with regular Transformers. You can do a mini-bot combiner. You can do a actual legit Finbot combiner without using. It could work, but there's gonna be a catch. It doesn't work on combiners or Titans. But Commanders and Titans, but it does still work. Does the C-Cogs count for combining? Yes. Does it if you introduce the freeway combiners? It does work on that, but yeah. Again, combiners need their own size class. Again, I don't know what they're gonna name it. Combiner class sounds a little bit same. Again, for Superion, since his gun is on his shoulder, it's great. Plus, some people might replace the Combiner Wars version with that. Except for Bravo, because you could. Again, only the combiners that actually combine work for need to get in box sets. Everything else don't need. You don't need Volcanicus. You don't need Athena. You don't need Galvatronus. You don't need Optimus Maximus. You don't need these guys. Those guys are perfectly fine for the Combiner Wars technology. These guys, the main combiners, need their own size class and boxes. Sorry. Yeah. Plus, no new fit members. So, no Alpha, Alpha Bravo, no Rook, no Alpha. No Jet. Blast off. None of it. None of it. That's how I feel. Like, these guys supposed to be, again, height-wise, they're supposed to be the same, roughly between Commander and Titan. as you probably know, I don't have a Titan Class toy. But it's these two. And you might need one, but doesn't know. Again, they come. Yeah, these guys need their own size class. Yeah, because the small guys need B deluxes, and the big guys need. But what I do, you're probably wondering what they gonna look like when out. Well, what the combiner shell looks like if all the guys are in robot mode. Homage to the fur modes of the leaders. Yeah, if you want superior rap mode, Super Bowl Ramble, you can. If you want Hungar's ice cream mode, maker mode, you can. All this is what I imagine. These guys need their own size class, but yeah. That's pretty much it for this little discussion. Sorry, I have been rambling, but yeah, this is really good. Really good. But yeah, anyway, this is Spiderus Thoughts Can Combiners, and stay tuned for Kaiju Thursday when I take a look at King Kong 1933, and the next Thursday was Son of Kong. You wondering why I'm saying two movies? Because I decided that Monday needs a 2-week thing off. So, because it's much easier, because, yeah. But anyway, check. This guy's review probably be next, followed by the Commander Class Skylinks, and maybe the Bumblebee Clip Jumper review. That's all I have planned. I don't know where I'm gonna do Kingdom, but if I get toys, I might do Kingdom. But yeah, anyway, this is Spiderus Prime, seeing you at 10 again. And remember, these guys need their own cycle.